So you have your friends over for a little game night, and you get a little hungry.
Look at all those calories.
Pizza, what we know and love. Ooh, when you get a nice slice of pizza from that local pizzeria, it's just like heaven. But I can't have it. So I had to find alternatives because I eat healthier than what I used to when I was young, and I could just eat whatever I wanted and I didn't gain much weight. No, I still gained a little bit of weight. Damn you skinny people. Anyways, so I found a healthy alternative. Cauliflower pizza. I tend to indulge in this every once in a while because, okay, it's not technically as good as bread pizza, all right? But it's still good. For me, it's still good. So it's cauliflower crust, but then the regular toppings on the top. So let's do it. All right, let's get to the ingredients. So we got cauliflower. You need a whole head of this thing. Then we got some salt and pepper, or whatever spices you want to use. Then we have the sauce, the onions, 1 egg, a block of cheese, whatever you like. You could use some fresh mozzarella. You could use, me, I like super sharp. I like that sharp taste. Reminds me of some Jamaican cheese. And lastly, we have a green pepper. That's pretty much it. You also need some tools, a blender here, and some knives, and even a pan. Let's get a nice close-up on the murder that's about to happen. You sucked in your belly like, oh snap! I almost forgot. Parchment paper. You need parchment paper. Let me say it again. You need parchment paper, okay? Otherwise, it's not gonna turn out well. What's gonna happen is that the cauliflower is gonna stick to whatever you have it on. Foil, whatever, you can't use any of it. Yeah, no. Parchment paper is what you need. All right, so the first thing you gotta do is cut the cauliflower.
Kill.
I do mean kill. Now this is an art. You know, for a lot of stabbers like me, you just gotta get in there and get that stem out. So what I do is I just dive it right in there. Yeah, see, and just take all that. It's gonna get real messy in here. It's gonna get one fell on the floor. It's gonna get real messy in here. So you break off all this green stuff. You don't want none of that. Who wants green stuff anyway? What I do is that I cut the top part off, florets, right there. I need a bigger knife. There we go. That's a little bit better. There's one little barbarian one right there. So the next step you want to do is grab these cauliflowers and put them in the blender. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna blend it just a little bit, maybe a little bit more than just a little bit, maybe just a little bit more, just a little bit. And you know, Mama told me not to waste nothing, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a mess and try to put these in there. There we go. Now, put it in your blender. This is kind of like a food processor blender thingy majiggy. If you don't have a food processor, a blender will work. Don't matter. Don't matter. I ain't hating. All right, so I'm just gonna blend it up just for a little bit. Sometimes you get some rebel cauliflower, and you just gotta take your weapon and just kind of stick around in there. Make sure that all the cauliflower gets blended up. Make sure all those rebel cauliflowers that want to break the law, you just give them a good stabbing. Obey the law, kids. Alright, so let's try this again. Okay, I think we are ready for the pot. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your cauliflower and use your weapon of choice. I always like the knives. Oh, actually, you know what? This one's a little bit better. You know, getting the edges. It's not because it's bigger. So get those edges out and just put it right in your pan. Then put a little bit of water, just a tad bit of water, medium heat, and then cook it for about 5 minutes. All right, so after you cook this, you know, tend to mix it around a little bit. You don't want to leave it in there. It'll start burning at the bottom. We need to take this out and we need to put it out to cool. There we go. Take this guy. Just put it, I mean, I put it in here because this is the biggest thing I can. I can flatten it out around the whole edges to make sure it cools down a lot quicker than it will normally cool down. So you put it in, anything you want, doesn't matter. Throw that in there for the wife to do. And spread this out. Oh, she's gonna kill me. Spread this out. What I like to do is take this and put it in the freezer for just a little bit. You know, put it in there for about, I don't know, 5 minutes. Let it cool down just a little bit, because what comes next is gonna be really hot for your hands unless this is cool. What was that? All right, so once it's cooled down a bit, don't leave it in there for too long, like I did. Nothing to do with AA Ron over here behind the camera. Nothing to do with him. You take some cheesecloth. This is not cheesecloth because I forgot to get cheesecloth, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So you take this, scoop it in. Just scoop it on that cheesecloth. All right. Take it now and grab the sides and just squeeze. Squeeze all that water out. You want to squeeze as much water out as possible. It should be a lot easier if, you know, you're using cheesecloth, like I should be doing. But we're going to use what we got. That's what we used to do in the hood.
Cheesecloth?
No, drugs. So once you squeeze all that cauliflower, once you squeeze all that color water out, right? It should be a lot smaller, like a lot smaller. Remember that big old cauliflower thing? Now it's just like this little ball. So now, take it out and just drop that homeboy right in there. Should look something like this. Oh! There it is. All right. So now you got your cauliflower. That's how it's gonna look like after you squeeze out all that water. See that? See that? Oh, it's kind of looking like dough. It's kind of getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's getting there. All right. So now you're gonna use. I'll pop one egg in there. Just one. I use a spoon because I'm not like I can't. Oh! 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 Look at that, chef! Chef. Then you put your salt and pepper. Then I like to put just a tad bit of oregano and maybe a little bit of garlic as well. So now when you got all your spices in, now you can either attack it with your hands or you can use like a spoon, you know, if you're a wussy. But I like to get down and dirty. But before I get down and dirty, let's not forget parchment paper. Parchment paper, necessary. All right, so you can lay that out just in case you're only one person. If you're only one person, you don't want to get all your dirty hands all over this, so it's okay. So now, just get in there and just start squeezing. Just start squeezing that egg. Yeah, get nice in there. Make sure your hands are clean now. All right. So now when you got it all mixed up, it's gonna look something like this. Something, you know, like dough-ish, ish. Some people like to put some cheese. So you can put a little bit of shredded cheese on this, whatever you like, whatever cheese you like. It helps it to hold it together. For me, when I'm going super crazy and I'm cutting down on a little bit on cheese and dairy and stuff like that, I tend to just have a pizza without cheese. I know, kill me. But, I usually just don't do it without. I do it without cheese. It doesn't really matter. It still holds up pretty well. So now put it onto your parchment paper. Yeah, get all of it. All of it. Now you want to shape it the way you want it. once you have that done, now all you need to do is wash your hands. All right, now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna heat your oven for about 375. For some reason I have it more. I don't know why I have it more. 375. Then open this right near the cameraman so he can get burned. Then take your toad cauliflower pizza and put it right inside. Slide it right in there. Don't be scared. It's okay. So now you put it in there for about 40 minutes, depending on your oven. You know, if you have a ghetto oven, then it might take a little bit longer. But if you have one of those good ovens, then you might burn it. So you might want to keep an eye on it after around 35 minutes. All right, so now we gotta take out this guy and try not to leave it in there for too much. Oh, all right. So now you want to turn your oven down to around like 250, about 250, because what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna dress it now. So this is your pizza crust right here. So as you can see, it's pizza crust. See that? It's pizza crust. And it smells pretty good. All right, so what you're gonna need to do now is chop up some onions. This is the way I like it. Now you can put whatever you want. Obviously you're gonna need some tomato sauce. You know, you can make it homemade. You can do whatever you want. You can get it from store-bought, your favorite tomato sauce. I'm gonna make a veggie pizza, all right? With cheese. So now, take some of that sauce, spread it down there, spread it around there. See, that's at Little Caesars. I used to work at Little Caesars, so I know how to do that sauce. That sauce. Gotta spread that sauce.
Sauce.
Wow. Okay. All right. So since we're gonna make this look like toad, I guess it'll be smart to get shredded cheese instead of, you know, just a block of cheese like I did. I just kind of really like this cheese. This extra sharp New York cheese right here. It's really good. Anyways, we're gonna lay down the cheese base first. I know it's weird, but relax, relax. So once you got your cheese, what we're gonna do to make his face is put a bunch of onions right here. Make it as white as you can. That's something I never thought would come out my mouth. Then what you're gonna take, you could take 2 olives, like my cameraman told me to do, AA Ron. But I didn't have olives, so I'm gonna take 2 green peppers. I'm gonna snap it, and I guess I should kind of.
You like the knife, right?
Yes, I do like the knife. And make 2 eyes. This is beta. This is beta. Now, what you're gonna do is make Toad's, I don't know, mushroom features, whatever you want to call it.
Liver spots.
Liver spots. So chop up the rest and toss them in to fill in his little liver spots. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that toad. Look at that toad. Look at that toad. Look at that. That's gonna look beautiful. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. The next step would be to put it back into the oven for about 10 minutes. All right, on 250 to make sure that, you know, the cheese melts and everything melts. Now you don't have to do it like this. You could just make a regular pizza. You don't have to do it all fancy and make it look like Toad. I'm just doing it because, you know, it would look cool. So let's open this guy out. Safety first. I say safety first, but I've been using knives all day to do unspeakable things. All right, so put this guy in there nice and softly. Don't worry about that tear there. And put Toad in the toast. Yeah, it's gonna be good. All right. Are you guys ready for this? Let me stop playing before I. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that cheese. It's just melting all over the place. Look at that. Look at that cheese. Oh, the cheese. Okay, so thank God it didn't fall on the floor. That would be real bad. I would be pissed. All right, so let's eat some of his brain. All right, let's cut a slice of that brain. Oh yeah, get in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Mmm. Oh. Mmm. It tastes so good, dog. Oh, I'm sorry. The black came out a little bit. So, here you go. Cauliflower pizza. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to send me some pictures of you guys making it, and hopefully you have a better way of making it look like Toad than I did. Let me know in the comments below what you guys would like to see next. I don't know, a healthy alternative to cereal, or I don't know. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the cauliflower pizza. I'll see you guys in the next one.